So Grok Bot just got released, and it's one of the most interesting AI tools I've seen recently. It can work like an AI teammate using websites and apps and continue working even when your computer is turned off. But is it actually a replacement for tools like Cursor or Claude Code? In this video, I'm going to explain the difference between Grok Bot, Claude Code, and Cursor. I'll show you exactly what Claude Bot can do and how to use it, and some practical ways you could potentially use it in your own workflow. But personally, I don't think Grok Bot completely replaces Cursor or Claude Code if you are thinking of that, because they are designed for a different type of work. Cursor and Claude Code are primarily focused on software development, while Grok Bot is more like a general purpose AI agent that can operate across websites and applications. But I can definitely see myself using it to monitor new trends, research opportunities, organize information, and handle repetitive tasks in the background. So let's get a closer look and see how we could use this.
All right, so to be able to have Grok Bot, you do need to have an account in Cursor and you need to have it installed, or else you're gonna have a login issue. So once you're connected and you have your Cursor, we're just gonna click on next, and here, next, next, and next. So essentially how it works and how you should see this is more like each user that you have is focused into one simple task. For example, one that researches on LinkedIn, or one that basically checks your flights, like the cheapest flights there are. And it's super simple. You don't have to go and actually try and connect it yourself. You can simply do literally everything in the chat. So I'm thinking right now of building an agent or a bot that would find flights for me, because I have a flight soon in Florida. So I would like to find one of the cheapest flights there is, and I would like to get a notification. The best thing about this bot is that it doesn't live when your computer is on. So even when you turn off your computer, it's still doing its work and it's still looking for the best offers and things like that. And it will notify you on your phone. All right, so I don't really need to call, let's call it flights saver. Let's put in pink. Hey, I'm here to hunt cheaper flights so you don't have to keep refreshing Google Flights at midnight. So now what we can see, it's already asking me which city I want to go to, what time, what dates. Let's have a chat with it. All right, so I have a flight on the 27th of September. That's the flight that I want to take in. I am in Greece, in Thessaloniki. I would like to be in Florida, Orlando, and my budget is $500. I would like you to find me the cheapest flights you can have, that you can find. And I would like you to notify me on my Twitter account, send me a message or a notification. I'll start fares now. So here, while it's doing this, we can see at the bottom left, there are the plugins. You can either add them yourself manually, or you could just simply do it in the chat. Don't think I'll be using it much on my computer, but I will definitely be using it on my phone. Right, so here, reply to me or plugin one thing from here. All right, let's try and give it our Twitter handle. So let's go right here and just copy my handle. And what we could do is basically, if you see at the top right, we can see what the flight saver is doing in parallel. So at the moment, as you can see, it's in its own Google Chrome tab, and it's looking at the flights and it's just searching on its own. And you can also, right here, I don't want to do it in this chat, but you can teach it a task. So every time that you use a bot and you train it, or you give it a task, it will keep getting optimized and getting better. Okay, and here it says, first look, Google, they found it for 842. Oh, 842, Wednesday, all still well over $500. So, and what is really fascinating, it gave itself its own task. You can see here, I'll recheck weekday mornings at 9:15 and only ping you if the price drops below like $500 that I gave it. So we can see now it's outside of it. And also it is allowed to connect to LinkedIn, YouTube, whatever it is, it will be able to connect to those platforms. So right now what I'm thinking of is basically build a bot that basically monitors Twitter, Reddit, and YouTube and sees what is trending with AI at the moment, because it is really difficult even for me to keep tab and find out what's going on right now in the media. What are the new models? What are the new tools? What are the new skills? Let's try and give that a try here while this one is working. Just click on create new bot, waiting for you to sign in. Okay, so it wants me to sign in. Let's take over at the What is my Twitter account?
I think I'm just gonna skip this step. It's not really something interesting for me at the moment. I need you to name this bot for this specific task. I need you to be a web searcher for viral trends and skills. When it comes to AI, I need to see what are the new tools, what are the new tips and tricks that you can find in posts, either in Twitter, Reddit, YouTube, or in the web like Google. So rename the bot, stop it there, and we send that through.
Okay, it's going to call it an AI scout. So we can see here, even it gave the description, hunts viral AI tools, tips and tricks across the web, Twitter, Reddit, and YouTube, then surface what's actually new so you can share it. That's exactly what I need and what I'm liking on right now.
And if we click here,
it's like at the moment it's not doing anything.
It has its own terminal, a file manager,
and crop.
Twitter, YouTube.
Okay, so go back to us agents to actually finish the job, press low. So Grok, AI coworkers, Grok 4.6, and we can see this. Home to draft posts from these, just drop them here. Let's see how it looks like. We're just going to drop them here. And the thing that we could do is we could add another bot where it's kind of like the chief, where it manages other bots and sees how they're doing.
This is genuinely super interesting because it really feels like it's fighting for the task that I'm giving it. It's not being lazy and saying, I have a problem. And I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say this, but when it comes to regulations, the AI that has the least regulations, in my opinion, is definitely Grok. It doesn't have a lot of regulations, or at all, you could say. Oh, right there. I'll sweep weekday mornings at 8:15 and drop the new stuff here. I didn't even need to tell it, hey, I need you to be getting from me content every single day. It just automatically understood that, where it made the most sense.
Super interesting. But it does come with a caveat at the end. If you look into the pricing, Grok bots will only be available with Super Grok Heavy, so it will be $300.
So it is definitely a hard pill to swallow for a lot of people. But this, if they can put it more affordable, I can definitely see a lot of people using a Grok bot, and hopefully we'll get it soon as possible. If you like this video, I would genuinely appreciate a like and a follow. And if you have any questions, please just let me know, and I'll see you on the next one.